Sagittarius, my Saggies, how are you? I feel like you can be the forgotten sign sometimes, at least for me, unfortunately, and I apologize because I just don't know very many. I'm starting to know more now, so Saggies, let's chat. Tell me about life as a Saggy. I don't know much about y'all, but thank you for joining me. It's, of course, me once again, Vegas Virgo Tarot, back at it again with some lightly comedic and sort of relevant tarot reading. I appreciate you being here to support me. I'd appreciate even more if you could, for free as always, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And even if you decide or not to come back, hit that bell button, and you can even get to know when I post within 30 minutes or have my little special previews, which, by the way, are pretty cool, to be honest, probably cooler than the actual video. So come for the countdown. I'd appreciate to see you there. And you can chat in these, by the way, if you are here. Feel free to put anything in the chat. Yeah, alright, Sagittarius. We already got the candles lit, and I already shuffled a couple times. Today, by the way, I feel like I should start announcing it because I'm working with 1, 2, 3 decks now, which is awesome. I have an Oracle deck, but I'm not sure about how many is that. We'll find out. I'm going to research a little more and figure it out. But today we are using the Rachel Trueheart Intuitive Tarot deck, the Rachel's Rachel deck as I like to call it, and let's go ahead and get started. Let me grab a quick shout out unnamed energy company because I'm not sponsored. I'm gonna reshuffle really quick because I swear if the same cards, because again, like multiple reads, it's a little freaky because it's like I start to pull a lot of the same cards, and I kind of don't like that. I really don't like that. The cards are gonna do what the cards are gonna do, and you know what? That may be telling me really quick, we're gonna go ahead and switch cards. I apologize. I think it wants me to use the beautiful soul cards that I was gifted by a very good friend, an amazing tarot reader who knows his ish a lot better than I do. He's been helping me. He gifted me my very first deck, which is really special in the community, and I just really appreciate you. Thank you so much. He got it. I complimented him on his decks he uses in his daily readings. But his is, he has a couple different kinds, just in different colors, but this is a pink and gold, like a blush tarot deck. And what's different, obviously, as you can see, it's not as colorful, it's more symbolism type. Like, yeah, you see the skull, you definitely know that that's probably what? The death card. Come on back here. Oh, this finger here. Ow, come back, come back. No, baby, come back. You see where I'm going here. This one. Oh yeah, that's how we know death is in there. I mean, even death is pretty. Hopefully this brings more of you on board so you stop freaking the out. Thank you. But I went ahead and I did use them, although being the baby tarot reader I am, still need a little assistance, so I apologize if I'm a little slow or going back and forth here. Hope I didn't just... Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Sagittarius again, it's Vegas Virgo Tarot. I know when I watch it back, I'm going to be like, you already said that a million times. These are really nice to shuffle. They're beautiful to shuffle. I mean, it's just, in general, these cards are just absolutely gorgeous. I was scared to use them for so long. I've had them for like 2 weeks. When he sent them to me, they got here super early, and I had sent him the Rachel Trueheart Intuitive Tarot deck. Maybe that's why I was drawn to using this deck. So, thanks again, my friend. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the Rachel's Rachel deck. I do love that deck a lot. Comes with an awesome book and everything too, like her side of tarot and getting into it, which is always kind of nice to hear the designer's aspect, you know, whether you agree or not. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with the Sun of your read, Sagittarius. So special today, hopefully making up for my lack of more love I can give you guys. So let's go ahead and see what's in the center of your read. All right, you've got the Three of Wands in the reverse as the center or your significator of the read. And honestly, I feel like it'd be easier to show up. Le camera. Isn't that so pretty? And also, by the way, the back, flowers, beautiful. In the reverse, there we go. Three of Wands. And they almost look like in their own, like they're on fire too, the wands. And it's just gorgeous. We could get a lot out of having to do further depth and symbolism within the card. With knowing background and the things that I've known about studying the cards, you know, whether through literature and videos and other tarot card readings. In the upright, the wands being more of a creative and spirituality sense, inspiration, you know, things that come from within, intuitive things, creativity, having energy. It's looking like that there's something they're like stalling to do. Like you're stalling to begin something anew, you're stalling, maybe you're a little scared for whatever this new venture is, Saggy. What is covering you and what is keeping you in your bubble of attitude is Fool in reverse. Which we can think of like, haha, fool. No, not necessarily. When we think of the Fool, we technically see this Fool as somebody that's going out on a new beginning with nothing, because everybody's belief is you should be always significantly repaired for whatever happens. No, well, most of us aren't half the time. The Fool in reverse, and especially with your what seems to be trepidation, there's of you already knowing that it's going to be scary and you're kind of letting that fear get trapped in. You're failing a start, you're failing something new that may cause you to be kind of, whoa, like in a moment of it's blowing your mind, but anything new and worth doing and worth putting effort in is going to kind of be like that, Saggy. Alright, oops, and we had two cards stick together, but we'll honor the first one. What is crossing you is a Page of Cups, and it's in the upright. Oop, let me show you the card. Page of Cups. Yes, I love how these focus so much. I hope you guys really like this deck. It's the soulcardstarot.com, and they have like green and white and a couple different really cool colors. And I mean, the cards themselves feel super nice. They're like soft. So crossing you, you have a Page of Cups. At the beginning of the court suits, you are starting to realize that quite possibly you could have a gift, as in like the intuitive gift, such as myself. I do believe that it appears differently in all people and we all feel this a little differently. For me, I just kind of say, like, in terms of like thinking of it on the outside, in my gut, it's like my sixth sense. So in being intuitive, just being more in tune with what's in here, and you also use a combination of logic, which is up here. Above you, floating around in your head, is the moon. So above you, you've got the beautiful moon in the upright. This can be seen as the darkness before the dawn. You could see it also as like a magic type energy. I'm not really into the occult and practicing witchcraft, but to those who do, and I can't judge things that others do, just as I ask them not to judge me, so not my thing, but it could be for others. In your head, having some sort of view or perception that there could be something that's like somebody's up to something, or it's not as real as you think it is, but still your imagination can be one of the most beautiful things. I daydream like nobody's business, so sometimes it's also a mechanism you learn when you're in some not some awesome places, so you just daydream because that's all you can really do. Alright, what is behind you, my Saggies, is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Oh, this card is pretty. I love the cups. It almost looks like bells. Changes. I'm trying to get this to settle. There we go. Seven of Cups. I need to come over to this side a little more. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups. I can't even remember if it was in the reverse or upright. I believe, yeah, it was in the reverse. Here in the Seven of Cups that is behind you, you could quite possibly be leaving behind a period of not just following through with what you feel is right. You could be very decisive. You could be really sure about what your next opportunity is going to be. Saggies, you do have, in my sense, in it, the ones that I've met, you do have a bit of a carefree nature about you, so I find that a little shocking about the Fool in reverse. But again, it could just be your own personal energy and not necessarily what ends up translating through the rest of, whatever avenue you decide to go spiritually or through the future. And what you have below you, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. This Hanged Man looks so freaking cool. And let's put it in the upright so you can see it. There it is, the Hanged Man. Again, this is where reversals come in, and that's why people shouldn't always be scared of reversals. I feel like when they come in reverse, we automatically go into negative thinking, when actually reversals in some cases, it's we'd want them to be reversed. In this case of the Hanged Man, that is exactly one of those. So thinking that it's okay to plow through whatever your next endeavor is, because in your nature it could quite possibly go through the impulsivity, but also it could be of good energy that it's kind of underneath you to be doing that. So let's just hope we'll take it that way. Take it how it resonates with you, or leave it. Oh, I like this for you guys, Saggy. This is an excellent card. You have the world, and this is in the very near future. The world. Look how beautiful that is. Almost looks like a compass, doesn't it? Come on, my world card. Be beautiful. Shine on. Shine on, world. Oh, look at that center star. Oh my god. Beautiful. So, the world card. I mean, you've got the cross, you've got almost the world, the human self. There's also, we've got, you know, the elements surrounding it, which is beautiful. I wish it get in and have it focus more, but as you can see up in this corner, kind of, you can see another one here. In each of the four corners, there's one of the signs. Virgo's there. With it being an earth sign, you know, which the world is Earth, you are going to be coming up on something, either something finally closing that you've been waiting for, a completion. You're going to be able to feel that sense of, okay, it's finished, you know, whether that be good or something troublesome. Either way, good or bad, if it's coming to an end, it's coming to a freaking end, and that's honestly hallelujah all in itself. And interesting, in your current attitude, you have the Hermit in the up, which Saggy is a Virgo card. I really enjoy my Hermit time, and I believe most of you do too. Kind of a sign of the, there we go, a sign of the night as well. Now, when you're in this Hermit energy, Saggies, you are taking the time to basically digest, you know, certain thoughts or actions, or quite possibly you're looking for a new way or some wisdom on a specific subject. So good for you, Saggies. Take that time. Never let anybody try to be like, oh, you are in the house too much. Well, I'll be ready when I'm ready. Just say that, Sag. Okay. Your outside influence environments, we've got the 10 of Swords. Look how beautiful that is with the swords. Swords are stacked. And you've even got the top two sheaths being extra fancy at the top, almost like it's a crown. Now, when I'm referencing and thinking of the 10 of Swords, I also imagine the Rider-Waite, or the traditional Rider-Waite depiction of the swords where you see somebody sitting up. You could be, so by coming into that hermit energy and having that alone time you're needing, it's probably because you hit some sort of we can call it like a rock bottom of like SpongeBob rock bottom, like taking the bus too far and then now you can't get up, and then you're with the weird dude or whatever he is. Don't feel like that it's got to be a negative thing, because it could be a self-healer. It could be something that really opens your mind up to what's got to be healed, and it doesn't feel good at all when you first start. No one should sugarcoat to you about when you start a sense of self-healing after a very toxic and negative period. Most of us should have an internal, gauge of that. It's going to be heavy and messy, but for you, just take it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. Hopes and fears. The sun. Look, gosh, and again, these are gorgeous. So Alex, thank you so much again. These are so gorgeous. I'm about to be addicted to, there we go. I'm gonna be addicted to tarot cards. Look how beautiful that sun is. So with the sun, you have new beginnings, you have hope, you have the ability to have optimism because there is a new beginning. And it could turn onto the same thing for a fear, a lack thereof, but with it in the upright and it being in a hopes and fears situation, I see it more as a positive. But again, you will with what you will. If you do something bad, that sun is probably gonna not be in the upright no more. And in your ultimate outcome, lots of pentacle energy, lots of earth energy, which basically is an arrival card in terms of manifestations and things that you are able to have stability, right? And another thing is maybe holding on to traditions. And I really wish more people would get away from the whole assimilation of adopting one sort of set of values and cultures, and we can go back into almost like a Baroque and romantic period of life hundreds of years ago where we embraced individuality and creativity. I think we're getting on the precipice, but there's quite a few places and people that are kind of trying to keep us not there. So keep that outcome that way. The Ten of Pentacles needs to be the Ten of Pentacles. That's what's been needing to be shown. You have the world, you are having that reflective energy, or you're in it, or you're about to be in it. Again, check out last month's read too to see if that applies. Hopeful of that new beginning because you've got it going. You've got that new beginning coming. You're already showing that the pieces are in place for what you've got to self-reflect on. And interestingly enough, you have, go ahead and put it in the upright. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There we go. It's in the reverse. You got cool little moons there. Look how beautiful that is with the stars in there. Shine bright like a star diamond on these beautiful cards. So we've got Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You could quite possibly be losing a sense of identity or self-esteem, or it's hitting low. It happens for all of us. There may be something that gets tripped up and causes you to lose that harmony and sense of peace you have with any situation, whether that be work, relationship, family. But in those cases, you need to keep your cool. Remember that you've got that sun. Be hopeful for this sun. Be hopeful for and this could be also pointing to, I don't think we have enough people that say it louder for the people in the back, like our girl Meryl. Try to be a voice if you can. I try to be a voice privilege that I do have, and the ability to be able to reach people also on the internet, and not such traditional ways that we've known about in even the past few years. But Scorpio, I hope you really enjoyed your reading, and I will see you very soon.